What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604, and welcome back to Automobilista. Yes, again, I am absolutely obsessed with this sim. It seems to be just punching all the right, I don't know, what's the saying? Ticking all the right boxes, let's say that. For me right now, I've been playing a lot of single-player racing, and the AI in Automobilista is fantastic. I've just been having a great time with it. So we're going to do 10 laps here at Road America. We are driving the Kart Extreme version 1.501. I'll explain a bit more about what that means when we start racing. We're going to be driving the 99 Players livery in honor of Greg Moore, the late great Greg Moore. So without further ado, we're starting 17th of 18. That's not great, but you see some familiar names up there ahead of me, so it should be an interesting race. Yeah, let's get out there and let's do it, and we'll just do kind of a race and talk.
Green flag, green flag. You have a stop and go.
Oh, what? All right, not sure how that happened. Let's try that again.
Green flag, green flag.
Just explaining how awesome the AI is, and then that. All right, looks like I might drop into 18th, but we'll see what shakes down ahead. They are 4 wide going into turn 1. Harry through there.
On your left. Hold your line. 3 wide. You're on the right. Car left. All clear. Left side.
Whoa,
3
whoa,
wide.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're on the right. All clear.
That was wild. Seemed to have escaped without much suspension damage or anything. And running 14th now, so I've gained 3 positions already.
Car right. Hold your line. Still there. 3 wide. You're on the left. Watch your right. Hold your line.
Let me get out of this, and then I'll start
Right
actually
side.
commentating.
Hold your line. All clear.
There we go. All right, so we're back on our racing line. So Kart Extreme, for those not aware, Kart Extreme was a mod pack that came. It's free through Race Department, and it came out quite a while ago, but only recently updated to version 1.501 because of Automobilista now being in 1.5.1 version itself. So with the recent upgrades, Kart Extreme was updated
Left. Clear right.
and widely considered one of the best mods for Automobilista, and some put it even, as one of the great mods in sim racing, and I would somewhat agree with that. I think there are better mod packs out there, but for Automobilista, it certainly ranks among the best, and probably top 10 in sim racing, in my opinion. But that's very much subjective. Kart Extreme, or Kart I should say, for those not aware, was a racing series. Came about in the mid-90s after IndyCar split.
All clear. All clear. On your right.
A lot of people felt about Kart the same
Hold
way.
your line. Clear.
Whoop, 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 whoop. A lot of people felt about Kart the same way they do about modern F1, in that the emphasis is on the car instead of the driver. So that's a debate for another day. But for now, we just get to enjoy all of those wonderful cars. So I am driving, like I said, the 99 of Greg Moore, the Reynard 98i, if I'm not mistaken, powered by a Mercedes turbo V8 engine. Mated to a 6-speed sequential. It's pumping out north of 900 horsepower, and the total weight is a little under 800 kilos, so it's got a fantastic power to weight ratio. This thing is fast. And one thing that's notable about this engine is it's terrible on fuel. So here at Road America, I'm burning about 7.5 liters of fuel per lap. You'll notice that in the lower right there, we've got the liters beside the laps remaining. And you'll see when I cross the start finish line exactly how many liters I used, and it's somewhere between 7.25 and 7.5 liters used for 1 lap at Road America. So by comparison to the modern hybrid engines we see now in open wheel racing, this was just dreadful fuel economy. Overshot that a bit. One thing I can guarantee you, if you do watch any part of this race, you'll probably feel like a beer and a cigarette and some oil after. This was kind of in the Wild West days of advertising.
Watch your right. Right side. Clear right.
And yeah, tobacco and alcohol really ruled the American open wheel racing advertising sector. Whoop, 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 that was bad. I'll surrender that back. Jourdain Jr. up ahead of us. We're running 12th, so we've gained some positions here, but lots more work to do if we're going to get even. I'd like to get top 5. That would be the ideal over 10 laps. And it really is a great mod. I really enjoy driving it. It drives very, very different than a Formula One car. If you're kind of thinking, well, I don't know why you think this, but if you have any conceptions that, you know, classic Indy cars, anything at all like modern Formula One, or even Formula One of a few years after this, like if you compare this to the F2004, very, very different. Aerodynamically, there's much, much less aero grip in this thing. Again, same spot. Gee. The AI takes a funny line there, I guess. I don't know what it is. I always think I'm carrying the right amount of momentum into that corner, but maybe I'm carrying too much. Jimmy Vassar with the little slip on exit there. Should be enough for me to get the pass.
Hold your line. Clear left.
I know most of these names because I saw them race live. I remember when this, I knew it as IndyCar, but I was pretty young then. I don't know if it was kart or IndyCar, but whatever it was, it used to come to my hometown. That was my first exposure to live high-end racing. I still remember the sounds that would kind of echo off the local buildings. It was pretty awesome. Made me a lifetime race fan. So if and when you decide to have children and you're a racing fan yourself, make sure you expose your kids to racing. Because if you're anything like me, you carry those childhood memories forever.
Car left. Clear. Left side. On your left. Keep right. Keep right. Hold your line. All clear. Watch your left.
This is Harry. This is Harry.
Left
Still
side.
there?
Left
Yeah.
side. Hold your line. Still there. All clear. Clear.
Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Bit dicey there. Guess Jourdain was looking to advance his position.
Car right. Right side. All clear.
Again? Oh man, it's all over me. Actually, part of the 1.5.1 update for Automobilista was an update to the AI, and even though I've got the aggression set to low, they seem to be doing a lot of very tactful, not tactful, but very logical dive bombing. It doesn't feel like they're, you know, just ignoring you and just going for the line. They really seem to aggressively dive bomb in kind of the best way. Feels like real racing, actually. Hoping to nail that corner a little better, build myself a pad, but I won't have it. So I'm looking at my screen there, the track map. I'm seeing 12s closing in, but it looks like I will have an advantage through the midsection of this course, unlike last lap. See what happens with tires. My tires are already yellow. Oh, we're halfway through though. I should be okay. And I'm sandwiched. Total of about 1 second between 10th and 12th position. I really need to do something to step up the intensity here. We might be 3 wide into turn 1. This could be very, very interesting here.
On your left. Clear left. Watch your left. Clear.
Sweet, top 10. About 2 seconds to make up on the car ahead. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but I shall do my best. Not like that, I won't. Tire's just on fire. You see that front left got up to about 130 degrees. Hear that turbo whistling there. So they actually did upgrade the car to Extreme Mod to include the very advanced Ritza turbo modeling, which I'm excited about. So for those not aware, oh, come on, man. Oh, really?
Car left. Watch your left. Clear.
So for those not aware, Ritza has actually spent a, whoops, too early on the accelerator there. Now I've lost my position. Ritza has actually spent a lot of time working on their turbo modeling. What they found was that a lot of sims and games, including themselves, kind of cheated the turbo modeling and just basically made it more or less a linear curve. So if a turbocharged engine has let's say 500 horsepower or whatever it may be, then it applies that 500 horsepower in a similar fashion as would a naturally aspirated engine. But of course we know that's not true, because the more exhaust you have, the more that turbo is going to spool up, and the more air it's able to ram into the engine, the more fuel it's able to consume, and blah, blah, blah. So what you end up with is a very non-linear torque and power curve. So it's going to look much more logarithmic if you remember back to grade 9 math. And Ritza has captured that in many cars in this game now. The Metal Moro AJR being my favorite of them. And this Kart Extreme now taking full advantage of that. And I don't know what the heck is happening to me. Jimmy Vasser now 2 seconds ahead of me, just all in one lap. Looks like I'm going to be caught from the rear as well. Working the second to last lap here at Road America. Perhaps it came down to tire selection. Running the 90% softs. I think maybe the 100% softs would have been better. Way too wide there. I think I am feeling the effects of tire wear. All right.
1 lap to go.
Final lap. I likely will not catch Vasser for that 11th spot, but I just got to make sure I do not give up that 1.2 second lead to, was it Christian Fittipaldi? Do you remember the name? Obviously, Emerson, the more famous of the two, but I think it was Christian Fittipaldi. Anyway, trying not to lose a very narrow 1.1 second lead to him. I wish I had 20 laps. I'd love to attack that group up ahead. There's 4 of them bunched up. But just unfortunately will run out of time here. Out of time and out of tire. Only showing probably about 30% wear on most of the tires, but feel pretty awful at this point. Awful is the wrong word. Just not their usual vibrant, sticky selves. Case in point. Is he going to attack here? Oh, you're going to have to hold him off. 0.4 seconds separating us. Just need to get across that Toyota line.
That's it.
There we go.
Session is over.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun watching. The Kart Extreme Pack is available for free through Race Department. It is phenomenal. Automobilista, by the way, depending on where you're watching this, there's a Steam sale.
Watch your left. All clear. On your left.
There's a Steam sale, and I believe it's on for €15 right now. In my opinion, that is an absolute steal. Yeah, it's such a great sim. I've been having a great time watching it, like I said. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you